Hello and welcome to SANFL Radio. My name's Zac Milbank and joining me today is South Adelaide's Frazer Dale. And Frazer, I thought it'd be timely to catch up with you after the announcement this afternoon that you're back on board with the Panthers after a little bit of time away from the footy club.
I'm really excited to be back on board. I think I just sort of, at the end of the season, I just felt that I just needed a little bit of time off to sort of, take a breath or so, having moving out of home when I was about 15 or 16 to go away to boarding school and having a couple of pretty serious years in the TAC Cup, then in the AFL, and then straight over to the SANFL. I think I just needed a bit of time to sort of, as I said, catch my breath. And I think now that I had that, 2 or 3 months off, I've sort of got a bit of a spark back for the game, and I sort of don't really want to miss out on what's going on out south because we're on the right track for, obviously we had a good year and on the right track for a pretty big 2015.
Indeed you are. You raise a good point there. Obviously a lot of people tend to forget just how all-consuming footy can be, and particularly from a young age. So it's certainly something that obviously played a part for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was coming across, dropping back from the AFL to the SANFL, I sort of maybe took for granted how serious it is and what the level of the footy is, and how competitive it is, and the requirements of training and all that sort of stuff. So I think it is a big commitment, and I think I just needed a couple of months to sort of have some time away from the game, and as I said, sort of find the spark again. And I feel sort of rejuvenated after it, and looking forward to sort of getting back. And it's been great to sort of get back and see all the boys again and start training and building for the season ahead.
Yeah. And it's a big commitment when you consider you've got to try and hold down a full-time job in sort of daylight hours, and then head off down to Noarlunga and train for another couple of hours 3 or 4 times a week minimum. I guess that's something that now that you'll be a bit more ready for this season?
Yeah, I think so. And I think just as sort of going back to having those few months off, and I think you do sort of realise that it is good for your structure, and even though it is a short drive out to Noarlunga, the level that we train at and all that sort of stuff, it's a great structure, and it feels good training hard and getting the best out of yourself at this sort of level. So I think I just needed the time, but I did realise what having that time off, it made me realise what a great opportunity it is.
Indeed. No doubt you consulted your parents throughout your time away and had a chat with them, and they would have played a major part in making this decision. But also, did you get in touch with your former Test cricketing uncle Adam during the time away?
No, not really. I was sort of just more in discussion with my dad and that sort of stuff, and because he played some footy with Melbourne and played a bit of AFL footy and has always coached and been involved in the game. So he's probably a bigger influence really on my football. I mean, my uncle's always sort of there as well, but I sort of just left him out of this one, and I've just been more in touch with my dad about it. And he was pretty keen for me to just do what I felt I needed to do and have a bit of time off, and then but he, at the same time, he was pretty adamant that when I made my mind up that I was going to play footy again, that it should be at South because it's the best place to be in. And obviously the team's in such great shape for this year that I don't want to, you don't want to be going back to a different league or going back to a lower level and miss out on what a great opportunity it is at South Adelaide.
Yeah, we had a fantastic taste of the finals last year, didn't you, at Adelaide Oval, and all the great support that the footy club garnered throughout the run to the preliminary decider. So it'd be a shame to miss out on backing that up this year, and particularly with the really deep midfield that you've got there at Noarlunga.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we lost a couple of players last year, but I think just the sort of improvement that we'll make from last year into this year, and just building on what we all learnt from last year, I think we'll go a long way this year again, hopefully.
What about South Adelaide coach Brad Gotch? I would imagine he's very supportive and played a really nice role in your decision-making process.
Yeah, no, all the coaches out there, as well as the football manager Neil Sharp, and Brad, they've been fantastic. They sort of just said, whatever you need to do, you do it, and they just sort of left the door open and said, you're welcome back, and they were really supportive, and so they've been great throughout the whole sort of last period of time, having a bit of time off and giving me the space that I needed, and then at the same time sort of keeping the door open for me to come back if I felt that that's what I wanted to do, which it is, and couldn't be happy with my decision to come back, and
And back on the track now, how's the body feeling, and you're able to sort of make up a bit of that lost ground that some of your teammates might have got on you before Christmas?
Yeah, well, hopefully I can. I mean, I've been back for about a fortnight now. I did a little bit of work just after Christmas, but there is a fair bit of work to do. But I mean, it's still 6 weeks, and we've got some really good fitness and coaching staff out of them. Tom DeBenedictus, who does all our fitness stuff, and so I'm sure he'll be able to, help me out and get me in the right shape, and as well as just doing a couple of extra things outside of the club to sort of make up that ground of the period of time that I missed before Christmas and stuff like that. So. Yeah,
I was going to say as well, your body shape and athletic prowess should be no problem. You've got a bit of an advantage in that respect.
Yeah, well, I think having the 2 or 3 months off, I was managed to put on a little bit of weight, so I'm always pretty skinny. So
yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, that's right. So even Brad mentioned when I got back I was a bit bigger, and I said it's probably not a very good weight, but at least better than nothing.
Oh, Frazer, it's fantastic to see you out back on the track with the South Adelaide. I'm sure all the Panthers fans are really rapt to hear the news this afternoon that you're back out and intending to play in 2015. We wish you all the best for the rest of pre-season and look forward to seeing you there in the trial matches.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks a lot.
Not a problem, Frazer. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.